Chris Lovell here with Jakeem Grant, Double T 1043 and Double T 1043.com. You've been through this before. Your thoughts headed into, you're kind of considered an upperclassman now. Your thoughts now compared to, say, last year, the year before?
They're different thoughts. Like, I've got more experience, and I feel like I know what's coming ahead. So, being a freshman or a sophomore, I didn't know what was coming. So, it's pretty easy to me now.
And is it different in that there's people looking at when they see your name, it's like, we've got to have something from this guy. Like, there's expectations on you as a player now. You're one of the guys on offense now. Is that a little bit different too?
Yeah, that's
scary or fun or?
It's fun,
okay.
And also can be scary
okay.
because now that there are people looking at me and I am one of the top receivers on this team, now defenses are going to, target me. Now I have to fight off double teams and all sorts of things like that, and I'm having to take on that challenge, and it's going to be good, and it's going to be hard, and it's going to be tough sometimes, but I can manage through it.
And Coach Kingsbury's talked a lot about we had to play in a box last year. We couldn't get behind the defense and all that. And I think you would say, hey, I'm right here the whole time. I can get behind anybody you need. But as an offense in general, I think that there's a lot more of guys like you that can maybe challenge a defense in stretching the field. We saw that in the spring.
Oh, definitely. We have at different positions. Like, we have Bradley, we have DJ Polite Bray, we have Reginald Davis, we have all fast guys. We lost Jace and Eric Ward, and we lost size, but we gained speed, and that's the great thing about it is that now we can challenge teams deep, no matter with me or DJ, Bradley, or Reginald, or even with our twos. Our twos are fast. Even Cameron Batson, he's fast.
New kid, yeah.
Sean Corker, he's fast. All kind of guys are fast at the position. So no matter no matter who comes in the game, we have speed, and we can challenge anybody deep and pick up right where we left off with the ones.
So it's not that you changed anything on offense about what you guys do. You will just emphasize some different things because you can now. So
yes.
From the fan standpoint, they may see, well, this looks a lot different, but it's not that y'all are doing anything different. You can just do some different things.
Correct.
Okay. I answered my own question. I said that was poor on my part. Okay, tell me about the guy under center. Because I think that you would agree that you guys are largely, how Davis plays is largely kind of how this team will go. He's added a lot of weight. I mean, he clearly, he's your quarterback. Speak to kind of what you've seen from him in the spring, the offseason, all that stuff.
David's leadership is the most important to me, and I feel like he's come a long way with that. Usually Davis, last year he just usually sits back and just let stuff happen, but now he takes on, leadership because he is the key of the offense, and he calls the shots, and he's the quarterback. So he came up to me and Bradley one day at practice and told us, like, hey, I know you two guys are older than me, but I'm going to get on to y'all because I am the quarterback, and I have to give y'all the ball, and I need y'all to get y'all route. I need you to get y'all route depth, and because you're going to get your route depth in the game, right? And
so what are you thinking when he's saying this to you?
I think in my head, I'm like, dude, I'm older than you. You can't tell me what to do. But he's a quarterback, and if I don't do what he says, I don't get the ball. So I'm like, you know what, Davis, you're right. I'll get my route depth next time.
How much, you spoke about leadership a second ago, how much did you individually learn last year when it's about Thanksgiving, you don't get to play in that Texas game as much as you wanted to, I don't know if even at all, how much did you learn from that?
I learned a lot. I learned that you can't go through practice, just not practicing hard and be able to come out in a game and perform at your top best or to even play in that game. Because as you see, that I didn't play in that game as much. I got about, I'd probably say 3 snaps, and that's not the usual snaps I get. And I thank Coach for that because he opened up my eyes and showed me that if you practice this way and you get good results in the game.
Don't get complacent.
Yes. And as you see in the bowl game, I practiced great, and I came along, and then it showed up in the bowl game, and I thank Coach for that. And as when I scored the first touchdown, he came and congratulated me, and I was like, you know what, thank you, Coach, because you opened up my eyes, and now I know how to practice, and I know how to, show the freshmen that this is the way to practice. I don't want you to end up like how I did, and sit out a game because you think you have the spot earned. You think you can't be replaced. And I want to show all the freshmen that, if you don't do what Coach Kingsbury is telling you to do, he will sit you out.
So when Cameron Batson or Ian Sadler or one
Yeah.
of those guys, are loafing in practice, you can
Yeah.
say, hey, man, you might be sitting at home when we're in Austin or
Yeah.
something like that. Okay. Okay.
Definitely.
How different is it, you as a receiver now? You had two different position coaches last year with Eric Morris and then Sonny Cumbie. Now Coach Morris is over all you guys. How much of that has changed for you and who to listen to and who else you're, kind of how that is working?
It's working great. I feel like Coach Morris and Coach Cumbie, they touch on the same thing. They teach kind of the same thing. But Coach Morris, he coaches a little bit different, and it's something I don't know how to explain it, but it's great, and I can relate to it. And he knows like where I'm coming from, or how many steps and how many, what I need to do to get open, and I can really relate to Coach Morris as far as I could relate to Coach Cumbie, but not as good as I could relate to Coach Morris, because he's played that position, and he knows the receiver position, and he knows what to do to get open and do this, because he's played here, and he's been at that position, and he's been successful.
Jakeem, good stuff, man. Appreciate
Thank
the
you.
time. There he is, Jakeem Grant.